Can you hear me okay?
Yes, Rolonda,
Good.
welcome.
Oh, I'm so happy to see everybody. Look at everybody. Suzette and Catherine. Ralph's got his orange on. Sherilyn. Hey, Lion.
Hi, Rolonda. How are you? I hope
Oh,
everybody can hear me.
yes,
Yeah, I can hear you, Lion.
Nice
yes,
to meet
indeed.
everybody.
Lion is a newbie, y'all. Hey,
I
Me,
Michelle.
am nervous as hell.
Oh,
Me too.
good.
no
Hi,
reason to be
Rolonda.
nervous, Lion. Do you pronounce it Lion?
Yes, I do.
Okay. No
Yeah, that
reason
was a
to
good,
be
good
nervous.
question.
We have a lot of fun in here.
I believe you.
I'm new too, Lion,
That's
so
I
you're
was
not
about to
alone.
say. Suzette is new. Michelle is new.
Welcome, Suzette. Hey,
Yeah,
Welcome, Suzette. Nice to
Michelle.
meet you. Nice to meet everybody.
yeah. But Nikki G's bit. She's a vet, and look her
Yeah,
and so dedicated. Nikki was so dedicated. She's in the car driving and is going along.
Yeah, I'm rushing home. I'm rushing home to go on my computer.
Oh, that's great.
Drive safely, Nikki.
That's right, Nikki. You nothing you can't miss. I can
Thank
always send you
you.
the replay, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Sherilyn, look at you. How are you doing? Good.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Sherilyn.
Yeah. So I'm so glad you're here. I'm really excited because, listen, it's a new season, a whole new month. And if you think about it, y'all, this is the sprint, the final end to this year. And so end it right and think about what your intentions are going to be. You know, you've put in so much time and you're starting to make some progress. Oh, here comes Evelyn. Now, Lion, Evelyn is our resident Maya Angelou. Everybody has their thing, and she has that deep voice that way. Hey, Evelyn, we're talking about you. Oh, but greetings.
Hi, Evelyn.
Oh, hello.
And here comes Tiffany. And everybody comes in from a different walk of life. Tiffany is like a comedian. Hey, Tiffany.
Hey, Tiffany.
Yeah. So, but I was just saying it's a new month, it's a new season, and it's going to be a new year before we know it. And you've
Any
put in
minute.
so much of your commitment. You show up, you're doing what you're doing. How are you going to take it up a notch to the next year? What are you going to plan for this? Is this the year you're going to get that agent? Is this the year you are determined you're going to make your demo reel? Is this the year you say, okay, I'm going to go to the VO Atlanta conference? You know, so be intentional. What are you going to do in the coming year that's going to help propel your career? And you know, the and if certain things don't fit on that list, and don't let it get in the way of your intention. You know, I'm going to take an animation class, or I'm going to learn a new accent, or anything that's going to add to, or a new character that's going to add. I tell you, it's so funny. I did, I'm the announcer for the Sherry Show. And when it comes to holidays, this is when a lot of us get work, especially if we have special voices. Like it's Halloween. So when we started Halloween show this year on Sherry, it was like, whoa, and hi, Sherry. And, and she did the whole, you see those sirens outside. By the way, you see, I live near a hospital, and I had a job for Liberty Mutual the other day, and and the something was going on out there in the streets, and the engineer was like, "I hear a little," and I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm sweating freaking bullets." I'm like, "No, not today." And I said, "Well, I could always because I've started moving. I can. It's actually sounding great when I do my auditions, and I don't even have to go in my closet." That mic that cancels out a lot of the sound, but not that day. Thank God I had this little blue ball, and I have shown y'all this. I am not making any money off this doggone thing. Y'all, this thing saved my life. I said, hold on, let me try one thing before I go and clear out a closet for you. This thing, look at that. And I don't know if you can see it, but here's my little microphone, right? And I'm just talking. The Apogee's great because it cancels out background sound a lot. But when I put this thing on top of it, look, it made all the difference in the world. And there's my little mic, all like it's in a little studio. And it deadened the sound right there. And the engineer was like, great. Now, he didn't know where I was or what I was doing. All he cares or what I had on or what I didn't have makeup or what he didn't care about all that. All he cared about was that that sound was deadened, and it was, and this was a godsend. So it's, I forget the name of it. I'm gonna tell you, I told you all that last time, but I will put this, and it comes in every color as well. And I don't have my glasses on, but I will send the link to you guys after this, just in case you don't have a studio, but you still need a quick soundproofing thing. This thing came through. I guess I don't need it now. There we go. All right. So, what I was trying to say is also like at Halloween, you know, if you have a great vampire voice, Sherry was playing Morticia, but she was calling it Morticia. So it was like, and now your host. And I had to look up Morticia from the Addams family. Come to find out she's a background of vampires. So the research helped me give it a voice. So I kind of gave that kind of voice for Sherry. You know, hey, it helped kick off the show. Like one year we did Bridgerton. And I came in and did a whole British accent. So these are times you can really shine. Christmas is coming. Do you have a great ho, ho, ho? Can you sound like a nice little Mother Santa? Do you have an elfy voice? These are those times, even if you can, like a reindeer, whatever you can do, keep in mind that these holiday times are when we get a lot of work too. Because, you know, the commercials are leaning that way, and your bright, cheery voice with a smile is always good, or that Hallmark voice for Christmas movies, all that. So think as we're improving and we're playing with finding voices, think out of the box in some ways, you know, just you know, when you're trying to find that juicy voice. If I said speak in another accent right now and do a whole scene in another accent, what accent would you go to? What would you do? How would you challenge yourself? Nick, who laughed? Nikki G, who was that laughing? That was
That
funny.
was me. That was me.
Oh,
That was me.
Suzette. Suzette, I know has lots of characters.
I just have accents mostly. I have a couple of accents I was thinking of doing today because you said to this is my first class, guys, so I was just kind of
Yeah.
trying to follow along. Not very far along in the course because I'm working on also a regular job like normal life. And then so I downloaded this little scene and I thought I would do it in two accents if it's okay. But when you're ready, I don't want to.
Absolutely, absolutely. So this is what I'd like us to do today, and I want us to zip through really quickly. First of all, I'm going to see if you have any questions or anybody wants to share anything first, and then I want us to really zip through and just try to do some improv and get those scenes in at the end. But just to warm up, I want us to really warm up our faces for a minute. That's really important. And then we're going to do some improv scenes. We're going to try a bunch of different improv fun things. That's going to be a lot of fun. I've got like three improv exercises that I'd like us to try that are going to throw us into finding accents and finding pacing and really just thinking about who your character is. I ask you to, you know, go over your improv rules of improv there. And, you know,
Yeah.
just basically we'll run over those very briefly. But the main thing is this is a day to have fun. Yes, you're going to feel weird. Yes, you're going to be embarrassed. Yes, you're going to make mistakes. What's the mistake in improv? The only
There's
mistake
no.
you really make in improv is stopping the action. The all the rules are set up to keep the action going, like keeping the ball in the air, which means don't say no. If I say, you know, yeah, I was wearing that wedding dress and we were going getting married. Don't say no, you didn't, because that kills the scene. So just think, yes, and I had my tuxedo on. Yes, and we went, you know, so just think yes in terms of moving the story along. It's really it's in your natural instinct when you're working with another character is going to be let's start an argument because that's gonna, but no, that's not gonna work here. So if you start an argument, let it be pushing the story along. You know, so keep, and the main thing is I'm going to throw out a crazy scene, and you know it's going to be crazy, and pick two characters. You're gonna have 2 seconds to get into character. Tiffany, what is that? Our wonderful Lawrence says.
Which one?
What does JD Lawrence always say?
Oh, man, why'd you
Get
put
in character or get off stage.
Hey, get in character and get on
Get in
stage.
character or get off stage. That means you got 2 seconds to think about it. And then just think about who is my character. That's where our Uta Hagen study is going to come in. Who is my character? What is the relationship I have with this person? Where is it? Is it raining? Where did I just come from? Where am I going? What do I want? And you just got to think about all that stuff. And the beautiful thing is, you're going to make it all up in that beautiful, delicious imagination of yours. You could be anything. I saw an improv scene one time, and two people spoke in an entirely made up language. They never spoke English. And it was hilarious. It was as if we understood what they were doing. They were like, they were talking like robots to each, and it was wonderful. Even if that's a choice of a character that you have, or the character may stutter or have a quirk or something weird like that. So bring all of those layers in, and there are no mistakes, only stronger choices next time. And part of this is, like I said, to loosen up and have fun and have some confidence. And you're in a safe and nourishing environment, so don't worry about that stuff. Okay, so any questions or anything or any shares before we get started?
I was just gonna say that my older notes have really helped me on stage when I'm writing stand up, but also when I'm doing improv. Like I go back to my Uda notes all the time now, and I love it. And
Yes.
it helps me because it helps me build a bigger world for the characters, and it just like keeps me in a place where I'm like, well, if this is true, what else is true? And so I just go down like this long. So now that my character is like super meaty, super juicy, and I'm able to like give them this awesome world. So I would say if you don't keep your Uda notes close, like have them somewhere up, and they help a lot.
They really do. As I always say, have something in your hip pocket. So when you are in that room by yourself and the stakes are high, you know immediately what to go to. That's also going to help you from getting in your head and being nervous. You have a plan. When you're prepared, you're no longer scared. And that, girl, that makes me so happy to hear you say that, Tiffany, because it's so true. And, in fact, I think even, I've been in the business 30, 40 years, and I still need to stop sometimes and do that. And it saves time. I think I'm going to put my Uta Hagen up there just because you said you do yours. And I'm going to make sure, because the character isn't just stale. It has depth, it has reason, it has relationship, which is getting closer and closer to a truthful existence. I mean, even if you play a horse, I gotta believe you. I gotta believe you're Mr. Ed, you know. So really getting those layers really helps. That makes me so happy, Tiffany. So good to hear. Anybody else got a share or observation or something to say?
Good evening, everybody.
Hey,
Michelle Jones
Michelle.
here. Hey, I just love that hairdo on you. I tell you that all the time.
I
That,
told
that
you,
is,
I
yeah,
tell you, it's so easy. I can't believe I was wearing all those wigs.
oh my goodness, it's fire on you. But anyway, um, I just came from Greece a couple of days ago, and it was the most beautiful experience. I don't know if any of you guys have had the opportunity to go. If you haven't, please go. Um, but what I observed, I was looking for something on television, and I don't know if it was just the hotel or what, but the only thing throughout the night that was on was news and these Greek cartoons.
Oh,
And I thought about you, Rolonda, because I know you do all of these different voices. But every time you turned on, there was these little characters and these individuals, of course, speaking Greek with these little cartoon characters. And I'm like, is this all y'all have here? These
it's all Greek to
cartoons?
me.
Yeah. So I just found that so interesting. Somebody's making a lot of money doing
Yeah.
those commercials over there. I mean, doing those, doing animation over there. But it just, I mean, literally, I didn't find that one TV show other than these cartoons, and someone voicing them. And the news.
Well,
So
isn't
anyway,
that ironic, Michelle, that now you're a voice actor and you were stuck in a room with cartoons? You normally we do things that we haven't done since four in this business, making all this crazy noises. But I'll listen to cartoons. Not that I watch cartoons as much as I'm listening to Who's My Competition. What role could I have gotten there?
mhm.
Who is the company that's putting this out? What's Nickelodeon sound over Cartoon Network sound
Mm,
versus Adult Swim sound
mhm.
versus HBO Max's animation sound? So just when you're listening to these things, study. When I'm on the subway, I talk about this all the time. I listen to those voices. And one of the
Right.
students was in my class. That's one of the voices of the subway that says, watch for, you not watch for closing doors. She's the one that goes, if you see something, say something. What? Watch your bags. And I was given this example in class one day, and the girl raised her hand. She goes, that's me. Subway girl. But the most unlikely places. Okay, listen, y'all. I'm gonna grab my coffee right there, but I want you to start doing your warm ups. Sometimes, it's been a long day, and we hold a lot of tension here. I find that this helps a lot for me. Just take the 5 minutes to breathe deeply and to concentrate before you approach your mic and your copy and stuff, and start thinking about your character when you're doing this. Do the Morgan Freeman, loves a deep yawn, stretch all those muscles in your shoulders out. This is also preparing your body by saying, we're about to perform. We're about to do something different than scrolling on YouTube right now. We're about to work. You might have your tea there, your slippery elm, or your throat coat. Might want to stay away from the lemon because they say that's acidic. But just something warm on your throat and to breathe and all of that stuff. And me, mama, moo, start stretching your voice. 41 muscles right here. They need to be stretched out. I swear, and I say this all the time, it makes a huge difference sometimes. If I have to do those medical scripts and things, and I have to say fibrillosis and all those things, it really makes a difference if you could say that, you know. All of that. We have these beautiful lips. Get them out the way of those words. Also, woo, woo. Sometimes you get that phlegm at the top, and sometimes it'll break it up a little bit. It'll help you reach higher ranges. Sometimes I'll play a character and she goes very much up here, and that just what makes her so haughty. So I have to be able to reach that peak. Or sometimes you might want to go real low, like you talking like Aunt P, and then you want to go low. So you got to find those ranges, and a lot of that helps when you're just doing me mama move, all of those things that pee pee papa poo. And there's a whole warm up section in your thing. But take 2 seconds while I go grab my coffee and warm up your voices for a bit there, and I'll be.
Rolonda, did you turn your mic down?
Did I? Can
You
you hear
got
me now?
quiet.
Can you hear me now?
That's
You know
better.
what? When
Thank
I
you.
took that thing off, it probably adjusted the volume. Can you hear me better? I am so sorry, y'all. Sorry about that.
Thank
Okay, yeah, I can because I can't hear over there what you're hearing. So we're cool now. Okay, great. Okay, take 2 seconds, warm up. I'm gonna grab my coffee, and then we're gonna hit it. And then this is what we say. Let me see what we're gonna do first. Uh,
you.
yeah, we're gonna do a little scene study first. And who are we gonna put on the hot seat? Let's see. Let's see. Ralph and Lion. We'll let the boys go first today. Now, this means, let's say somebody else is already in there auditioning Lion, and then I come, the casting director, and I say, okay, Lion, Ralph, you're next. That means you're on deck. That means you're coming up next. And I'm going to throw you together. I'm going to give you a scene, and you're going to figure it out. But in the meantime, find your scripts that you want to work on because we're going to. It'll take me 2 seconds to grab my coffee, but I got to get my coffee. Um, and then, just get that ready. And then we're going to do a few scenes. We're going to do a little play on words. And you know what you could also do. Have you guys worked on your articulation drills and your tongue twisters. Hold on. Those are in your here. I'm going to show you some tongue twisters. And why don't y'all take turns and do tongue twisters while you warm up? This is a good warm up for you. All right, hold on.
Articulation twirls and tongue twisters.
Articulation drills and
Sorry.
tongue twisters. I believe those are in your library, but we're going to let's see, let's look at some tongue twisters here. Can you see this?
Oh boy.
Yes.
Can you see those?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
why don't you, Ralph, why don't you start and then the next person go on and just see what y'all can work out there and really articulate. You know, when I'm getting ready to do my script, I will read it first through like this, just really exaggerated, just so I can get my muscles going and stuff like, you know, I'd be just like anything to warm up and just to connect the words. And if there's a word that's hard, like endometriosis. I'll practice it again and again so that it's in my head, my brain. It's connecting here and here. So that when I hit the word, my brain doesn't freak out. It's already in my system. So those are kind of ways. But go on and start. Ralph, you start and just each person go through and see if you can get through it all the way without stumbling. Okay? Go for it.
How can a clam cram in a clean cream can?
Who's next? I'll go. Seashells, seashells by the seashore.
Peter
Peter-
Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Do it again.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
I love it.
Now do it again and smooth it out.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Much better. Nice, nice.
Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York.
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
I scream. Oh, go ahead.
Scream, you scream. We all scream for ice cream.
I like
Scream, you scream. We all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream. We all scream for ice cream.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Good.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Good. And I like that. You know, so when we do, a lot of us, you know, when you're doing takes and auditions, you want them all to sound different. You don't want them all to be the same because who got time to listen to the same thing 3 times in the row, right? So I liked what you guys were doing in terms of just finding a different point of view, a different attitude, a different emotion. You know, like I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Lion, read that line for me regular.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Now I want you to read it like you're really pissed off.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Good.
That's
Now
Jackie
read
Gleason.
it like
I just felt like Jackie Gleason right there. I'm a honeymooners guy. Don't get me started.
Yes, Lion, me
You have a
too.
great
Yes.
well,
Thank you.
yeah, and steal some stuff from him.
Uh,
You know, I grew up on the Flintstones, and I have to tell you, Professor Wiseman is very much Wilma. Hello, George. Very lilty. You know, that kind of lilt. And so yeah, steal some of that stuff. Now read it as if you're terrified.
me, Lion.
Yeah, you can, or whoever
Oh.
wants to take the line. And I just want to hear terrifiedness.
I scream.
Go
Go,
ahead.
go.
Evelyn, you go first, and then Lion, let's see what you do with it.
Ice cream. You scream. Ice cream.
All right, Lion, how would you do being
Just like she did it.
But you have to bring your own unique terrification to it.
I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Right, good. Okay, but everybody's going to have a different. The point I'm trying to make is everybody's going to have the same script, but you're going
Yeah.
to bring your own unique stuff to it. And remember, not all anger or being terrified is loud. Sometimes it's a whisper. It's a shake in the voice, and it's breathing. Don't forget your pre-life and your afterlife and things too. Give it some, and even if you say things like, "Oh shit." I mean, not that you would say, "Oh shit," but I'm saying that the things that happen when you're terrified thing. Okay, Suzette, grab one and do it.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he?
I love that. I love that. Okay, who else? Who hadn't had a chance?
Betty Butter bought some butter, but the butter was bitter. So Betty Butter bought some better butter and made her butter better.
Now read that like you're a little girl.
Butter bought some butter, but the butter was bitter. So Betty Butter bought some better butter to make the bitter butter better.
Who did that? Who is that?
It's Tiffany.
Oh, Tiffany, that was great. But look how she just switched up real quick. She found that little girl. And let me tell you, that's a great voice. I would save her for something. Yeah, who else needs a chance? Me? Okay, Catherine.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he?
Oh my God. Okay, we got to jump into something real quick here. Catherine, guys, I'm sorry. I said you're going first. I changed my mind. Catherine, Suzette, and Tiffany, you are three little girls in the playground and you find a mysterious teddy bear. Get behind the mic. It goes get in character or get off mic. Three little girls. Now take a second here. I'm going to count to three, and then you're just going to start reacting to the scene. You're three little girls. You find this mysterious teddy bear, and we're going to find out how you're going to negotiate. We don't know what's going to happen. So think about your character, get your thing, and one, two, let's stop sharing the screen because I want to see this.
Who
One.
goes first?
Well, when I say 1, 2, 3, Tiffany's going to kick it off, and Suzette, and who else is in there?
Catherine.
And yeah, Suzette. Okay, and Catherine. Okay, there we go. Okay, I can see y'all now. All right, so 3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Shh. Don't tell the teacher. Look what I found.
Where did you get it from?
He's so dirty. He's so dirty. My mom won't let me have things that have been touching the ground, but I'm gonna let you guys see it first, okay? But don't tell anybody that I touched it.
I'm not supposed to touch him either. Can I touch him? Can I touch him?
You can touch
Yeah,
him.
I think it's got ice cream on it. It had ice cream on it. It had ice cream on it, and then it got all dirty. Ew. Ugh.
I like ice cream.
Ew. Oh, but what type of ice cream was it? Was it vanilla? Because if it's vanilla, my mom said that vanilla is actually a plant, and therefore it can't be that bad.
I want some. I think I might be allergic, but I'm gonna try it anyway.
But it's dirty too from the playground. You don't want to do that. Come
But it's okay because here's the thing. I licked it just a little bit. I just licked it a little bit, not a lot. So
Tiffany, was it good? Was it good? Can I have some?
It tasted delicious, even though I'm sure that it was so tasty. It tasted like vanilla, but also a little bit like dirt. But don't tell my mom, shh, because I'm not
I eat
supposed
dirt.
to touch
And
dirty things.
scene.
Oh my goodness, really? Can I have some too?
Yeah, taste it, taste it.
Uh, uh, I like it.
Fantastic. And I like the use of even the sounds. You know what? If you taste something bad, you just maybe it's ew, or maybe it's or maybe it's So use that. I had an audition the other day. Great job, ladies. Great job. I was right there with you. I was sitting on the sandbox, wondering what was going to happen next. I believed you. You had me there. But I had this audition the other day, and they said at the end of the audition that somebody pushes a wagon over the character's feet. So I finished my thing, and then I went, ah, oh, oh, you know, my pinky toe, my pinky toe. And that wasn't in the script, but I figured it's gonna make them laugh at the end. And it signified that something ran over her foot. So it's still keeping with it, but it gives you a chance to show a little something else because they want to see, like if you get a long script, they want to see a bunch of different emotions. So it was fun to take the journey with you guys. I felt the curiosity, then I felt oh, that tastes good. That was a whole different beat. The different beats of emotion and experience is what's going to be great storytelling, and what's going to make it real, and what's going to make me lean in as I'm listening. That was great. That was great because I saw three different little girls. Three different little girls.
And you
And
know what I learned, Rolanda?
what,
You
Ralph?
know, when I was reading the improv rules, and I know rules are made to be broken, but it was great. One of the characters asked a question, and they sometimes discourage that, but the question moved the storyline along. Like, was it dirty when you found it in the sand? Yes, it was. And
That's
so
right.
there was an example of asking a question was a good thing.
Where it worked. And it is tricky, the question thing, because most people want to go yes or no, and then that kind of stops the action. But if you're really listening to each other, because we don't talk in real life and just go yes, no. We always elaborating on something. It's a conversation. So yeah, that was good stuff. Good stuff. Also, you can see from a casting point of view, let's say when you've got three characters there, they're probably listening for different tones to come together. So sometimes if you don't get the job, it's not because of your acting ability. It may be just because the sound wasn't quite right for what they were looking for. I remember I auditioned for a gig, and I thought it was so good, and I thought I did such a great job. And I saw it on TV today. And the character was about 28 years old. And I was like, they were never looking for me. No wonder I didn't get that. That wasn't even, I mean, I appreciate that they let me audition, but it was a little girl who walks past her dad's room and sees him on the treadmill in his underwear and goes, oops, I know what to get dad for Christmas. You see that one? You seen that? And that girl
Yeah,
sounds
I
like a
saw that
28-year-old
commercial.
girl, but that wasn't, but yeah, but I mean, that was a great commercial. Great
It'd
commercial.
be a little creepy if you said it,
I know. I mean,
Roland.
dad for Christmas, a hooker. Yeah. So yeah, so just keep that in mind. That was beautiful. That was so much fun. Okay, Ralph and Lion, here's your scene. Now, we didn't go over all the rules of improv. Do y'all need to do that or just go for it?
Go for it.
We go for it.
Let's just
I've done
go
that in
for it.
pop shop.
Okay. All right. We're throwing you in the fire, Lion. And
Me too.
you're with the lion.
I'm new at this too, Lion. It'll be fun.
Let's go.
Okay, let's see what I'm gonna give y'all. Um okay. You okay. Remember, listen to each other, have fun, trust your instincts, Take a moment to think about who your character is, and then when I say go, just react to the situation. You two are accidental roommates who've just discovered you're stuck in the same hotel room. Three, two, one.
How did you get in here?
Oh, I got in here with my card key that I
Oh
got
no.
down at the front desk.
Okay. We need to figure this out because only one of us is paying for this room and two of us can't be here at the same time.
Well, now, about the paying of the room, I was able to get a voucher. So the voucher said that I'd be able to come into this room, the one that I'm standing in here right now.
Well, I'm glad that you got a voucher, but I paid $3,000 a night for this room and I don't need you in here because I want to enjoy the hot tub
I
by
just want
myself.
to think, well, I can understand why you'd want to soak up in a hot tub, seeing that you've been soaked with the price you paid for a room that I got a voucher for that was free when I went to the Piggly Wiggly last week.
Is that why there's chicken bones all over the floor?
See,
You know, you could
now,
you come in my room and now you got Piggly Wiggly chicken wings all on my floor. You didn't even eat all the meat off the bones. You got meat on the bones, and the roach is gonna eat the chicken in my $3,000 hotel room. This can't happen. I'm calling the cops.
well, well, see, now, the thing about the wings is I don't want to eat it all in one setting because the voucher says I can only stay here for one day. So I got to make the chicken last for my entire visit, which seems to be conflicting with your idea of where you gonna sleep for the next 2 nights that you paid $3,000 for.
But now I'm looking at this piece of paper. Now it's $3,050 because you got chicken grease all over the sheets.
And you know what else you gonna have
What
to
am I
pay
doing with that?
for? Well, you gonna have to pay. You see that little refrigerator over there? I done opened that and I already drank like 8 bottles of little something something. It's
Oh,
little something something.
And scene.
and you drank all my nips.
That was wonderful. I mean, I actually believe y'all. But I love the use of the accent. I love the outrage. So you had some emotion line. You did a great job for somebody thrown into the fire there.
I don't even know what voice that was.
And that,
And Ralph, I loved that you really started getting into the guy. I mean, I liked that character that was coming along there.
And I
well,
couldn't just throw him out. Like,
but well, we were so good about progressing the story, and then to the
yeah,
point of the improv line, some of the improv rules, the adding a lot of detail never hurts
Right.
because it just lends us both to like think of something else to say.
Well, I liked that when you pointed out the refrigerator. Then all of a sudden I saw space and room and all of a sudden that started making sense.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and even even if you're auditioning as a physical actor, sometimes I'll put a little post-it on the wall just to talk to the post-it. Just something, or when I'm getting organized, I'm saying like, okay, this character's here, so when I talk to them, they're there. This character's there. The parade I'm responding to is over there. I'm thinking my imagination, I'm giving it furniture. I'm decorating the room so it's easy for me. Go pick that up right now. That over there. You got to see that. I want to see that. So I know what it is I'm telling to pick it up. Because if it's heavy, I mean, it's okay, okay, be careful now, be careful, but pick it up, whatever. But the more you know, right, the more you can grow that character. Okay, let's see what we have here. Um, okay, here's a good one for you, Suzette.
Oh,
I want you to pick any accent and tell us the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Or you can deliver the news, a news story. But just tell us any story in a certain accent.
well, one day I was walking in the jungle, and my mother and father, they said, we will be riding on an elephant. We have to go to the new city. We must go to the new city to buy the fabric for your sister's wedding sari. So we were on the elephant, and I was only 3 years old, they tell me. I don't remember. But 3 years old, we are going through the jungle like an elephant does, kind of bumpy, bumpy, bumpy. And we hit a bump, and I rolled off of the elephant. And they didn't notice, my parents didn't notice anything. So they went all the way to the city, and they turned around and said, where is the baby? She's gone. God, we need to go back. We have to go back. They came back through the jungle, and thank God I was just cuddled up there in my little blanket, and nothing had eaten me. It was amazing. Very lucky, very, very lucky indeed. They picked me up, they cried, and they said they were so sorry and they loved me. And we all went home, and that was that.
That was great. I like
Thank
the
you.
part when they left you. They just left me in the jungle. That is so funny. And what a great choice. I would have never thought you would choose that, but that what a great choice. Just remember when you choose an accent, make sure you practice it and keep it strong all the way through. Make sure when you choose an accent, because Suzette kept that in the flavor. And it doesn't have to be like straight from, I mean, people, most of those casting directors don't know if what part of India that might, Rajasthan, they don't know if that, but you've got to at least give the flavor of it. Like when I was playing a Lawi earlier when you came in, that was supposed to be in a West Indian type accent. And those are important. And, I mean, not West Indian, West African type accent. And that's because gaming has that kind of, they like you to kind of have a not, what's that, the transatlantic kind of thing, because they don't want you to pinpoint one particular country because there's such an international force. So they tend to like you to have a kind of some kind of mysterious kind of accent. So if you at least, so don't freak out if somebody says, give me an accent. Get on YouTube University and look it up and practice it for a little bit. Or call your friend. Everybody's got a friend with an accent. Yes, is that?
One of the ways that I remember the accents is because I have a lot of friends from a lot of different countries, and I just copy them. That accent I was doing is my ex-mother-in-law. My first husband was from Pakistan.
Right.
So
That was
and my
great,
mother,
It
Susan.
was great. And
You
even
know
where
what
you
I
got the little head moment going.
he was
and
from India, and she actually fell off the back of the elephant. This is true. It's a true story.
I like what really grabbed the story for me, Suzette, is when you said for my wedding sorry. Because then I just immediately was taken to that exotic place. I mean, already being on an elephant is exotic, but when you said wedding sorry, it just made me really, appreciate and absorb your accent even more.
To lean in,
Yeah.
really want to know that story. And it was a visual. It was a visual. You saw that. And a sari symbolizes, is she getting married? Is she going someplace special? Is this a new dress? Or what color is it? So just never forget that even if we have one line, you know, um, did on my Liberty commercial, I had one line and it was, I'm playing a tough chief who's not impressed with the people who work with her. And she's like, "We've already done that, Doug. One line. We've already done that, Doug. We're way ahead of you, Doug. You dumb, stupid." And all I could think was, I'm talking to Gomer Pyle. We've already done that, Gomer. And it was one line. But let me tell y'all something. It turned out to be four commercials
Mm.
under Liberty
Nice.
Mutual. So you get hired on one line, and I got in there and got the script, and there was that one line. They said, "Well, here are three other scripts." I was like, "What?" So you never know. So get those little things because they don't tell you everything in the beginning, but just go on in there and do that. Okay, here's a fun one. Nikki G, Michelle, you're on stage. You're behind the mic. All right, here's a good one. Y'all are the best of girlfriends. You are those office buddies, office sisters. And tonight, y'all are going to the club. You are going to the strip club where the boys are just going to woo you. And Michelle, Nikki wants you to go to the strip club with her because she's got this new boyfriend who's a stripper. And she wants you to see him. And y'all get to the club. And dog, if you don't find out, that's your son.
Ah!
Three, two, you just arrived at the club. You can't wait to get out for girls' night. You're just pulling up to the club. The valet takes your car. Three, two, one. Hit it.
Girl, are you ready? Are you ready to go in that club? How do you take out the keys? I'm losing my mind right now. I don't know. I just can't wait to see him. Did you see? You remember the pictures that I sent you? He looks so
Girl,
buff and
calm
so
down. I'm
luscious.
ready for some action. Come
Girl,
on now. We're going up in here. We're going to have us a good time.
you got them dollars?
Girl, look, I got dollars all over me in my pocket, in my boobs, in my pocket. Girl, come on. Let's go have a good time. I can't wait. Thank you so much for inviting me.
You are so welcome. Okay, come on, let's go. Let's go.
Okay.
My heels. I gotta get my heels. I forgot. I can't drive without, with those heels. So let's put on the heels.
Girl, you
Get out
wasting
the
time
car.
now. Come on.
I know. I'm so nervous.
Oh, you gonna be nervous. Come on, girl. Let's get on up in here and get into some action. Order us a couple of white wines.
You hear that music already? Oh my God. Groove into this. Okay, come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You see him? Do you see him? Come on. You see him? Look at what I'm showing you. You see that thing? Girl. No, don't look so hard. That's my man. Don't look so hard. Okay, now. Check the next one. The next one next to him. Yeah. He looks better. So much better. What? What?
My son. You come down from there, Reggie. Now.
Mama, what you doing here?
You lied. That's not your son. Whose glasses you wore today? The wrong ones, right? No, I can't be that.
Ralph, you enter the scene. You're the son.
Mama, what you doing here?
Reggie, don't ask me questions. Get down from there.
Mama, I'm just trying to do it. I told you I was trying to bring some extra money into the family.
And to do it this way.
Well, I didn't know how any way to tell. I didn't know how any other way to tell you. And you remember your friend Nikki? Well, Nikki's cousin's sister's brother said that if I could come here looking the way that I do, I could get enough cash and we wouldn't have to worry about the mortgage.
I don't want to hear all that. You get your stuff and you get out of here embarrassing the family like that.
Mama, you embarrassing me right now.
I don't care. Let's go.
Okay, Mama.
And scene. And scene. That was hilarious. Great. Michelle, great work. Great work, Nikki G. And Ralph, great work. Michelle, I really loved all the different emotions you had. I mean, even from I love the ooh girl. There's that elegant sassiness that you have. You can ooh girl it without being too ooh girlish. You know what I mean? So I like that kind of subtle sass that you have. And then you can go all the way out there too. And then I love the anger. And then you see what happens when you pursed your lips like that. It sounded different. It sounded mad because of the way you did it and the way all those little things, because we can hear that. We can hear
Yeah.
it, and you can even hear you walking up to the stage. Didn't I tell you? Come here, come here. All of those things. And also, don't forget, don't go crazy to the point you disrespect the writer and the whole purpose, but have fun with these scripts. If doggone your time, I told you, little things like that you can add if it is true to the truth of that character. It makes sense if it's believable as a part of the trait of that character. Very nice work. Nikki, you with your bad self. What?
This is
Now,
my
Nikki,
halo.
your little halo in there. And Ralph, Ralph the stripper.
Okay. Well, see, it's voiceover, so you really didn't need to see my body.
I love it. But you still had that timidity that one feels when mama talks.
Right. And when
Yeah.
mama sees you half naked on a
Right.
stage.
And it's a nice turn. Sometimes it's great to listen to characters make a decision. Like, yeah, baby, come on. Oh, mama, mama. Hey, mama. And then you talking like this. And because we all talk when we get in trouble with mama. I don't care how old you are. You snap back to that little kid. So those real things, I mean, bring that stuff in. And next time you get pissed off at somebody, listen, watch yourself, have an out of body experience. When you talk in love, talk to somebody, all whispering in their ear. Watch yourself, listen to yourself. Study human nature. All right,
Hey,
who?
Cecil, welcome with your
Hey,
deep
Hello.
voice.
Cecil.
Hey, how you doing?
Good to
Oh my
see
How you
God, that
you.
doing?
voice is so amazing.
I
Yeah,
know,
thank you.
Cecil. I forgot you were that Cecil. Hey, I
Yeah.
said, girl, I talked to you on the phone today. Good to see you
Yeah.
here. I'm so
Yeah,
glad you
good.
made it.
Thank you.
We're
Thank you.
doing some improv here.
I got you.
Okay. All right. Who's next?
Evelyn and Cecil.
And Cecil and who else? Sherilyn's got to go. Catherine. Anybody else? I see. So we're throwing you into the thing here. Let me see. Okay. Um. Let's see here. Let me see. Okay. Nah. All right. Okay. This one we're going to do. Um. This one we're going to do the scene, and every 30 seconds, I'm gonna call out another emotion, and you're going to switch up. Evelyn and Clifton. I'm gonna put you guys to work. Evelyn, you are a waitress at a diner. Okay. And here comes Clifton. Clifton, y'all are just gonna have your regular old order stuff. You're gonna come in and order your food. But every 30 seconds, I'm gonna throw out another emotion that I want you to incorporate as you're talking with the waitress and ordering your food. Evelyn, of course, is gonna respond to however you're talking to her. And let's see what happens there, okay? First of all, let's start out with a normal walk into the diner. You just got off work and you go in the diner and there's Evelyn. Now we don't now see now listen. This is where is there a relationship? Where are we? Is he running in from the snow? Is it raining? Is it a sunny day? Did he have a bad day at work? Is he hiding from somebody? You can just make it up in your head. But if you see it, we'll see it. Okay? So step behind the mic, get in character. 3, 2, See the diner, see the forks and knives, where you're sitting. Is it red leather seat? You make it up. But see it. Three, two, one. Unmute yourself, Evelyn. Evelyn, unmute.
I was all in the character.
I know you were. Did you see the body language? It was almost she walked over. She knows Clifton.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, here you go. Three, two, one.
Hey, my name is Yolanda. I like to when you come and see me sometime. What's your name? Do you want something? Did you come here to eat? Or did you come here to eat?
Clifton, are you in the scene? Clifton.
He's froze.
Are you saying Cecil?
I'm sorry. I am looking at Clifton, and I don't have my glasses on, and I saw
Oh
Clifton.
no, Lofton is my last name.
I saw Clifton. I was like, Cecil, please go on. Cecil, I'm sorry. I know you were like, well, who the heck is Clifton?
Yeah, exactly. I was just waiting. I thought someone else was on.
No, I can't see. I saw Clifton. Okay.
Okay, can we start over?
Of course we can. Okay, we're at Betty's Diner.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Well, you know it's my schedule to be off tonight, but I like the way you came in. Can I help you? What did you want to eat? Are you hungry? Are you hungry, honey? Did you eat? Yeah. What can I get for you, baby?
Well, ma'am, I tell you, I'm just old country boy. If you got some old tomatoes, and you got some mashed potatoes, and you got some cabbage, and you got some greens, and if you got some ham hocks and some neck bones, if you got all that, I'm good to go. Just give me what you got.
Oh, baby. Potatoes, tomatoes, mashed potatoes. I got you, baby. And I got you with the water. Do you want to drink? Do you want me to put some lemon in there? Or do you want me to put some strawberry in there? Because I'll be right back at you, right back at you. Because guess what? I'm here to please. My name is Yolanda. And don't you go nowhere.
All right, now Clifton, Lord have mercy, Cecil. Now I want you to be ridiculously flirty back to her.
Okay. Well, Yolanda, sweetheart, darling baby, I appreciate everything that you discuss on this menu. And I tell you, if you are on the menu, I will be having everything that you can provide for me. Trust me on that. So please give me the opportunity to see your menu.
Well, you know what, baby boy? It's that all the time because mama come here ready to please. So guess what? I'm gonna serve you, but it's gonna be what you came here to do. But baby, because mama is expensive, all right? And mama comes with already. I'm already taken. Well, I appreciate you, and I'm gonna serve it up to you. Just
And now I
Oh,
want you to
baby.
be overly dramatic. Cecil, just overly dramatic.
Well, you know what? Everything you just told me, I know you're married and everything like that. So just, bring me what you got. I don't care. I just want to eat so I can go. I've had a bad day with working and I just don't want to do this no more. So just give me something. Give me some Kool-Aid, watermelon, or whatever. I don't care what you got. Just give me something. I don't care what
well,
it
you know,
is.
well, you know what, baby, that's quite all right. It's been such a pleasure that you come on and save me tonight. You my last customer before I go home. So I'm gonna serve it up to you hot, sweet, and peppery. How you like that?
And see, that's great.
Oh, you better watch
That's
out now.
so good. Oh my God, that was great, y'all. What a great job. Really. And Evelyn, when you went off on you started singing or something, and everybody was like, oh my God, that's what the casting directors will do. Because everybody gets the same
Mhm.
words, but it's what you bring to it. I mean, all of a sudden you jumped off the page. You jumped
Mhm.
out. I want to go to that diner. I want to meet that waitress.
She did. Yes,
And
she
that's,
did.
you had me at hello on that. And that was bringing
Right.
your own flavor and being daring, not being afraid to do it. Have some balls here, y'all. Try
Mhm.
some stuff. You can do it straight the first time and a little more dangerous the next time, and then go for it if you're feeling it. If that's who she is, that's who she is. Because those are
Yeah.
the characters we remember, you know?
Absolutely.
I was trying to look up like Mae West, because she back in her day, she was voluptuous and
Yeah.
she was sassy.
Yeah.
And you when she was like undeniable when she came in that room, she's like, "Hey, baby, it's nice for you to come and see me sometime." She
Yeah.
was so cool, man.
Yeah,
Just
there was
like
Maya,
her.
there was
Maya
a
Angelou, I don't know you
I
anymore.
know Maya.
Oh my
Maya,
God.
what happened?
Well, no, Rolanda, it's like listening to you and your comedy set, and I mean, you are just like, whoa, wow,
Raw.
Rolanda, you
Mhm.
are raw, girl. It
It's my
is,
alter ego. It's my Sasha Fierce.
it totally, you are so fierce doing that. It's like, oh my God, we've never heard Rolanda say those things.
That's what Queen Latifah said when she saw my act. She said, well, first of all, I can't believe I heard Rolanda Watts say motherfucker. That I didn't think you cuss. I said, fuck that. Yeah, but that's what art allows us to do, to use our imagination. And let me tell you, and Tiffany will tell you too, like we're saying, when we're on stage, even doing comedy, the art of storytelling, seeing it, using our imagination. I'm starting to when I'm talking about my characters, I'm starting to use more character voices in my comedy now. When I say my mother doesn't talk like this, but I say, when I told my mother I went organic and I told her I was eating organic ham hock, she said, well, that's good, baby. You got an organic ham hock to go with it. So those little voices that add to the funny of it that you can incorporate. Or even when you do speeches, little funny moments. But, all of this stuff comes in handy. Okay, very good job. Good job. Cecil, you were fabulous. And did you notice Cecil was three different men? He was that old Southern guy with the overalls on, and then he became somebody else, and then he became Casanova.
I'm telling you, with that voice, he can be a nightclub announcer. He will have all the ladies taking off their wigs. Okay, that's all I got to say.
You could do like a whole bunch of covers of like old
He got Barry
singers
White.
or
Oh,
whatever.
forget
Yeah, you
about it.
could do like if they wanted to do like a Barry White cartoon or
Forget
something
about
like
it.
Yeah.
that.
Mm-mm.
You could
He's
definitely
all there, right
yeah.
there, right there,
And
right
even
there.
those kind of like
Beautiful
subtle
voice.
Isaac Hayes kind of characters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Comes in from the cut. He doesn't say a lot, but when he speaks, everybody knows. Or he wears the
Yes.
sunglasses and the
And
Detroit.
I bet you can sing too with that voice. Can't you sing?
Oh, I
What
wish
are
I
you,
could.
baritone? Oh Lord, here it
Oh,
go. Here,
yes.
here I go, here I go,
Yeah.
here I
Here I go.
go.
Listen,
Pretty lady, you got to set my
there you go.
control.
Well,
Every time I hear you, I never can behave. You give me a smile and then I'm wrapped up in your
Wrapped up in your
magic.
magic
Music,
music.
music,
Oh, wait.
but
God,
when
I
it
would
comes
even
to
dare to
me,
say you should
turkey
take
don't play. You can
what
sing
is
that.
it, Tiffany?
I was gonna say I would dare
Um,
you to even take like modern songs that people know
I
and
know he can sing
and
it. He
turn them
got
into
that voice.
R&B songs, turn them into old songs. Kinda like- And now, Wallonia does all of the AI. He did the Drizzy song, whatever. But he takes a lot of like modern songs and then flips them and make them, oh, you
Oh,
could
okay.
do it without AI and just do it with your voice. And it would be a whole series where you just take like songs that are hot right now or songs that are trending on TikTok and just do them in that voice, like a slow
Mm.
poetic thing, and people would eat that up.
Eat it up. It's
And that's
amazing.
like that new singer that sounds like Marvin Gaye. His name is
Exactly.
London.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
Oh my God, I love him so much.
Well, see,
yeah,
now
he
listen,
sounds.
and y'all are talking about people on social media.
Mm.
And
Well, these are actually like entertainers now that they've taken old voices
And
and
they're recording them.
refurbished them. Yeah,
wow,
like people that we
there's
won't hear anymore, but they made it new.
I'm
That's
going.
like my friend Leon is doing. Like they started a band that I swear to God is a mixture of Rick James, Morris Day, and somebody else. But they're not there now. But all of their songs remind me of the time. Like when I hear them, I'm like, and that, like, but they're hot. Like they become like everybody. Exactly.
Who is that?
Who is that?
It's Rick James. It's Rick
Rick James.
James.
Wow.
Rick James.
Rick was a
Wow.
good friend of mine. Yeah, I love
Oh,
Rick. He came
Wow.
to my birthday party one year. But anyway, God bless Rick's soul. But
But Evelyn, you give a vibe. What I hear from you and see is a cross between Maya Angelou and
Hmm.
Della Reese.
Mm.
oh,
Wow.
And
pennies
then
from
and
heaven.
a little bit of Pearl Bailey. A little bit of Pearl Bailey. That's what I'm getting from you. Yeah,
Wow.
lovely.
Well, thank
Yeah,
you for that analogy.
But I
yeah.
That's
like that
interesting.
you come across so conservative and reserved, but you can just
Do I?
out of like.
I'm actually not. I'm an old Brooklynite, from the South Brooklyn, Red Hook Projects.
Oh God. Okay, let's wrap it up, Sherilyn and
Okay.
anybody else.
Thank you, Mr. Clofton.
Yeah,
That
y'all
was
did
great.
a great job. Great job. Okay, Sherilyn and Catherine. Sherilyn,
okay.
you just got a big inheritance of a very weird thing, some kind of map to a treasure hunt, and you don't know what to do with it. So you're talking to Catherine, who's your friend, but she's also an attorney, and she's a little skeptical about this thing, but she's not going to say no to you. But you guys are going to try to figure out what in the world this is. And you just discovered this inheritance, and you're bringing this to Catherine to tell her about it. And you know what? It doesn't even have to be a map. It could be any weird thing, a haunted teapot. It could be anything that you just inherited and you're taking this to a friend. You're like, what the heck is it? And y'all are going to figure this out. Okay? Take a minute, think about it. And three, two, one.
Catherine, you are my attorney and I need your help. I have inherited a map and it says that it will lead me to my pot of gold. I don't know what the hell that means. All I know is I need some help. Uh,
Okay. Now, where'd you get this map from?
it came in the mail, if you can believe it. I know that sounds crazy, but that's what happened.
And what exactly is the map telling you that you need to do?
It
Because
says
we
I
have to be careful now, Sherilyn. You come up with some stuff sometimes, and I'm here for you. But what does the map say you
yeah,
got to do?
I resemble that remark. I know I come up with some stuff, but uh, I have a good feeling about this. Now, I have my feelings too. I have
Well, now,
a good
Sherilyn,
feeling
now the
about this.
last feeling you had got us hooked up with the Sixth District Court of District Columbia,
Yeah,
and
but all the
I'm
I don't
always
even know
here
why you're
for you,
bringing that up.
Sherilyn. But I want to,
All
but
the
now,
I,
Sherilyn,
the
let me say,
charges were dropped. That's all we need to talk about. The charges were dropped, and it's an end. Period. Drop the mic. We're done. Let's go back to the
Sherilyn.
map. Please, let's return to the map. You are my
All right,
attorney. You are my good friend.
you're right.
I need you to help me with this. It's
Sherilyn.
my pot of gold. Now, let me tell you why I'm so triggered by this.
Okay,
Because the
okay.
last time somebody made reference to me about a pot of gold, it was in reference to Idris Elba. And girl, you know how I feel about him.
Girl, girl, what you say?
You
What you say?
know
I'm
Idris
listening
Elba.
now.
That's right. That's why I'm looking at the
I hear
map.
you
I'm looking
talking.
at the map and you're listening. Idris Elba. This ain't nothing to play with because if this is some kind of connection to him, I don't know what's gonna happen, but you got to help me figure this out. You know,
Sherilyn,
okay, I'm gonna
this
calm
is
down.
taking a twist. This is taking a whole twist. Now, I think we need to counsel with AI. I think we're going to just put this in
What's
AI
that
and
gonna
ask
do?
them.
I mean, I use AI when I need some help with a document. I don't need AI when I need help finding a man. I need you
Oh,
to untrigger this document so that I can go in pursuit of what I think might be at this end of this rainbow.
Sherilyn, I just want to tell you that I am not going to put my law practice
But you don't have
on
to
the
tell
line
nobody.
for another
You don't even
harebrained
have to tell
scheme.
nobody. It's between you and me. I just need
And
guidance. I need
got one
guidance.
question.
Okay.
I got one question.
Okay. You get one.
Did he say anything about a brother? Does
Oh,
Idris have a brother?
and scene. That was fantastic.
That was good.
I don't even know what I said.
Oh my God, it was so good. I didn't want to stop it.
It
Oh,
was
Yeah.
good.
very good.
Well, hey, when Idris Elba's in conversation, I can
We
kind
get
of understand
close.
that.
But did you see the relationship they had? I mean,
It
they
from the beginning,
from the
Sherilyn.
beginning. Here we go again. That was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see, once again, Rolonda, you guys, in the improv rules, there that's why it's so great to be free because Sherilyn's character really brought it to a halt by saying, no, we are not doing that. And that's a cardinal sin. But it totally worked, Sherilyn, because you said, no, the charges were dropped. Do not bring it up. Now, back to Idris Elba, and it was like,
And
it
it moved.
totally worked. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I never felt like, oh no, the story's over. It is like she took it up to there and it's like, okay, now what?
Now,
And I want to say to you, Catherine, you have got to play a judge.
got
You
to play
look
something like that.
so much like a judge that I can just see you in Judge Judy, Judge whomever, but you are Judge
Yeah.
Catherine, okay?
Yeah, or a social worker or one of those people who's like gonna tell it to you like it is.
Exactly.
Just gonna tell it to, and there's a timbre in your voice that's so beautiful. It's
Oh,
almost
thank
like
you.
it's not a hoarse or raspy. It's just a timbre. It's just something in there that's really
Yes.
Mm,
Oh, you know what? She's the warden at the
the
prison
warden
there.
at the
mm,
Yes.
yeah,
mm.
or a judge, yeah, or somebody who's like or somebody who's going to tell it like it is about insurance or something or she a great voice. Think about politics,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
political
Yeah.
commercials. That man
Okay.
never took care of housing. I'm not going to that kind of real people kind of good stuff. Great
Thank you,
Okay.
job.
Catherine.
You really did a great job, everybody. Listen, I'm gonna want to. Yeah, we've gone overtime, and I'm not going to show you, but I was going to show you this. There's a clip, and I'll send it to you later because I don't want to hold you up too much. But there's a clip online. If you look it up, Tina Fey and improv.
Mm.
And do you see that is just it's a famous clip, and it just tells you right offhand what let me see if I had it here. I don't want to take up too much time, y'all, because I always go over. But it's just look up Tina Fey and improv, and she's talking about improv with somebody, and then they do the improv exercise, and the guy screws up, and it's all a point of everybody screws up. Everybody's gonna do the no thing, but Sherilyn did the no, but she made it a yes.
She made it work.
Made it a yes. She made it work. So just like you said, Ralph, rules are sometimes meant to be broken if they are true to the scene, if they are still maintaining the integrity of the art, the craft, the scene, and listening to your partner. Yeah,
Well,
Ralph.
also what the improv rule said is it is okay to break the rules once you know what the original rules were. Then
Right.
you know how to break them.
Right. Absolutely. You play by the rules to break them.
The
Yeah.
scene forward. If it moves the scene forward and gives more information, that's helpful.
Yeah,
Break the rules that
absolutely.
way
Absolutely. So
rather than
listen. Oh, I'm sorry, Suzette. What now?
I was
Yeah.
just saying rather than stopping it, rather than stopping
Progressing the scene. Yeah. But then, this is also such a great lesson for listening to each other. And all of you did an excellent job of that. You were so present, you were so in the moment with each other, you were listening to each other. So when you're getting in that booth and you've got that audition and you're trying to do a little improv in your head before you get going, girl, I was out there shopping and I just couldn't find this. And then that's why this machine makes me, whatever. But just give yourself some life so that you can improv with yourself. And a lot of times when you're reading the audition, remember, you're just going to be reading your lines. You're not going to have the benefit of working off somebody. So create that person in your head. Pick one of your classmates here. I'm talking to Evelyn, and that'll take you down. I'm speaking to Cecil. Ralph and I are going to lunch. So put somebody in there until you can find that in yourself. You played with accents, you played with pacing, you played with attitude and emotion and points of view. Use all of that stuff. Uta Hagen's gonna you take what you did here and add some Uta Hagen on it. Oh, you are gold.
That
Done.
sounds like some ice cream.
Now sounds like what I always call them, find your delicious characters.
It's like, Rolonda, what you're saying is like give it the full context that's not been given to you. Just create it.
That's right, because you want those casting directors to be taken away into a scene. And then
Mhm.
when it's over, they want more. And they're like, I like that. I like her. I like that. And if you do your job, you do everything you're supposed to do, there's nothing more you can do
Yeah.
except do an excellent job and have all those tools to work with. Yes, Suzette.
One thing that I remember from my acting classes is I remember a lot of things, but one of the things in reference to this is that if you're talking to somebody and you're not playing with anybody else and you're doing your audition by yourself, when you say you have to know who you're talking to and say you. If you want to come over here, if you want some, if you would like, not if you'd like, because you don't really you is an important word, and you have to know who you're reaching so that they can see who you're reaching, because if you don't know who you're talking to, nobody else is going to know who
That's
you're
right.
talking to.
That's
right?
absolutely right. Suzette, there's that saying, if you're talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody.
Mm,
So pick
mm.
that one person you're talking to. See that person. I remember I used to, when I was trying not to be Rolonda the newscaster, trying to be Rolonda the talk show host, just real Rolonda. It was so hard to do that. And I would put, back then we had magazines, and I would tape, who am I talking to? The little girl that looks like Dorothy Hamill at home, who's a mom of 3 kids, and put them to bed so she could watch my show. And I had to remember who I was talking to. I was a news reporter reporting murder anymore. I was talking to a mom at home. So I had to
Yeah.
change my tone and my whole attitude and everything. Body language. I couldn't be like, fuck you, like I'm usually doing. I had to be Rolonda. Well, listen, you guys, it's been a wonderful night. This is fantastic. Let me tell you why I want to come to this class. Rick Party is doing something very interesting. He's working, he does a lot of promo work and he's in radio, and he's a very dear friend, Rick Party. And he is doing something with AI. I was doing a fun thing. I think that time I was doing character development, and I held up this picture of the girl with the braids coming out. And I said she talked like this, and I had a whole thing. He took that picture and turned it into an AI character. He goes, "Here's your character," and I went, "Oh, it is a real character. It's like three D dimensional." And in terms of marketing ourselves, what if you could create a character? Some of these voices that you have. What if you could create an AI, a character for that voice, and created a series for that character? Character has
Mm.
friends. Maybe somebody in the class is a friend. Maybe three of you get together and say three little girls in around the sandbox. Find a teddy bear. And you create each of your characters and put them together and voice it, and you have a freaking sitcom.
I
But
like it.
look at what is happening in terms of the way people are marketing themselves. And don't let AI scare you. AI is not going to take your voice. You beat it to the punch. You know, so I want him to come in and teach us, or at least talk with us about how AI and marketing and using our voices, how we can reinvent that part, because that's coming. The genie's out the bottle, it's not going anywhere. So we might as well jump in and do the best we can by being partnership with it before it just takes everything. Yeah, Nikki.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that well, before the whole AI explosion, I started doing ringtones. So beside my drops, I started doing Caribbean ringtones, and everybody liked that, seeing that it's a Caribbean voice. And I did it mainly, I mean, I did it for everyone to download, but because
Right.
it was Caribbean, everybody had loved it when it first came out.
Girl, I'd be calling every Caribbean restaurant in Brooklyn and asking them, do you need a voice for your radio? Do you you never know.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, here's the name of the ball. And y'all, I'm so corny. I'm one of these corny people. I love colors, as you can probably tell in every email you get. Um, and and
Nikki,
and by the way, I know how to spell improv, even though it said improve on your thing. I had a little social media guy helping me out, and I think he thought I meant improve, and I was like, no, he's not an actor, so he didn't understand improv. But
I got a
there
question.
it is. Who put that on? Is somebody playing that?
Mary was in denial.
Can you hear that?
Our first improv lesson.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I
It
hear
just
it.
popped on. Where is it?
I hear it. I thought it was a
Oh,
person.
here it is. Okay, wait a minute.
This is the problem with it.
All right, you can leave if you want, but I'm going to play this. It's only 2 minutes.
Wait, I want to ask Nikki something. Nikki, was that an accent? Because when you did the scene, I didn't hear the Caribbean accent.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
you?
I'm from Trinidad.
I
But
didn't hear
Nikki,
any of that when you did your scene. And
That's
then I was like,
good.
I was
that
about
was
to say Nikki is doing the opposite, but not really, because she wants to work on having a more American accent.
Mhm.
well, I thought she just threw an accent on me. Rolonda, I have a quick question. A
Yeah.
statement and a quick question. The statement is, I have found when I'm watching reels or things that come up on my thread, when an accent comes from someone speaking in their own tongue, I just grab it and hold on to it because I'm like, that's the way I want to say that.
Yeah.
So you might want to do that. And then the other thing, Rolanda, is there a comedy clip of you going around that I missed?
Yeah. And those clips are going viral. I did
Where
this whole thing about tea, and that thing, I think I have 26,000 views. Who would get 26,000 views? Man, that's amazing. Yeah, I have a whole set I could send you,
Yeah,
but
it's on
yeah,
her
Oh, would you
thing. It's on her
please?
page.
it's on my
On her
page or on my YouTube. I have a YouTube channel at Rolonda Watts, and just go and check out a lot of them.
Okay.
And by
I
the
It's
way,
will.
on her
if you're
Instagram.
in New York, I'm going to be at Comedy in Harlem on Friday night at 8 o'clock.
This Friday?
This Friday. It's the New York Comedy Festival, so there's comedy all over the place. But I'm going to be at Harlem, Comedy in Harlem at 8 o'clock Friday.
Oh, I'm gonna come check you out.
Girl, please, and bring some friends. All of my friends are coming. Ralph came to a show in California.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So did I.
At the Ice House,
And
yes.
Suzette was
I
there
was-
too. Suzette came. I met
I
Suzette.
didn't meet you. Did I meet you?
No,
I
not
didn't
that
meet
night.
you.
I don't think yet,
No,
Suzette.
y'all were there separate nights.
Oh, sure. Oh, I see.
Yeah, but that support means the world to me. Thank you
That
so
was a
much.
killer show. You knocked. There were all these other comics, and they were good. And then Rolonda came on, and it was like the sun shined into the room.
Thank you, honey.
She
Thank
is
you.
no, I'm serious. I'm serious. I've seen a lot of shows. Okay, you were like, oh my goodness, she's a force of nature.
Well, I love it. I love the craft. I love it. Do I make money on it? Nope. Do I? I mean,
We do it anyway.
But I do it anyway because I love it. I could not not do it. And it just frees a
Yeah.
side of me that I can't be that person anyplace else in life. So when I'm up there, I'm my own person, and anything that happens,
That's right.
that's that girl, you know. And it
Yes.
just makes me so
That's why
happy.
you shine so bright.
Thank
Did
Mhm.
you
you.
did
Thank
you
I
ever
just wanted to share something that I saw a clip of Maya Angelou speaking
you.
about what she does when she enters a room. And she said she brings Auntie on her side. And grandma is sitting right there. And she says, people, when you come into the room, it just lights up. She says she got all the people that
All of
loved
her
her and nourished
ancestors.
her right
That's
there with
right.
her.
That's
And I
Mm-hmm.
said,
right.
oh my, that is such a wonderful thought. So bring all of those people that
Yeah.
fed you when you was sick and hungry and gave you that toast and soup. Those are
That's
the people
right.
that will surround you when you're in that empty, cold room and you have to do that audition. Oh, you got your auntie right there. You got your beloved sister
Well,
looking right at you.
my father was so funny. He was the funniest person. He was so funny. And I just wish he could have seen me take the stage.
Oh,
And a lot of what I do is I see his mannerisms. I see him in me. He's in here. And he
mm,
gets to come out too. So I think you're right, Evelyn. They're in us. And
Yeah.
art is bringing all of that out there. So really stretch and push yourself, and you'll be
Oh,
surprised at things. So listen, I'm gonna show this, and then we're gonna say goodbye. But this is really quick. It's funny, it's famous, and it's all about the improv that we were doing. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
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 Okay. All right. Let's get this going. And we got the volume up, and bada bing, bada boom.
It has a lot of lessons in it. So, for example, stop. I've got a gun.
The gun? The gun I gave you for our wedding anniversary, Eric? How could you?
We're not married.
Aha! We're not married is a denial. We've learned our first improv lesson. It takes a long time to learn.
This is the problem with an engineer trying to learn.
It takes a long time to learn those basic rules of improv.
So why don't you take us through them? And they're in the book.
Sure, they're in the book because I was an improviser at Second City and at a place called the Improv Olympic in Chicago, and I talk in the book about improv having really kind of changed my professional life and even sort of my worldview a little bit. There are some basic rules of improvisation. When you're creating something out of nothing, the first rule is to agree, which is to say yes, which we did do that successfully. You said, freeze, I have a gun, and I didn't say, that's not a gun, that's your finger.
Which is what a Google person would say.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we agreed. And the next rule is yes and, which is to add on to what you've already agreed upon. So the gun I gave you for our wedding anniversary, how could you? And then we hit a brick wall. But it's a very, it's funny because it's some very famous comedians there's an old story about Joan Rivers was at the Second City briefly in 1959, 1960. They use this in class at Second City all the time that there was someone came in, said, I want a divorce was the beginning of the scene. She said, I want a divorce. And whoever was with her on stage said, but what about the children? And she said, we don't have any children, which in the moment got a big laugh,
But stops.
but it's killed the scene. So that's it's a very
So my response would be,
human instinct.
yes, we have children. I just didn't tell you. That's why we're getting
Yes.
divorced.
Yes. I have some other children.
Yes.
This is exactly why, yeah.
Yeah. See that? And
Yeah,
and
that
you just
still
see at
works.
the end there, that was kind of like the no to yes thing that happened there too, when they were like, "Do you have children?" No, I'm talking about the other children. So it still took the no, but it took it to another place like that. You see?
They still yes stand on a no though.
Yeah, right. Yes, stand on a no.
But that's the hardest thing is when someone like Joan Rivers got the laugh, but at what cost? Because she ruined the scene.
Right. She
Right.
killed it. Mhm.
Right. Exactly. And here's the thing that also ruined the scene for your partner. It's all
Yeah.
about your partner. You can't, nobody overtakes. You can't just, like, some people are just talk and make up stuff and not bring the other person in. That's a no-no as well. So it's really about the storytelling and the sharing and the listening and the imagination and trusting your
Yeah.
instincts, believing in yourself and trusting your instincts. Lion, you should be very proud of yourself. You jumped in like you're an old pro.
Thank you.
And sounded good doing it.
It was
Sounded
very
good doing
therapeutic.
it,
I feel
Michelle.
like I just left my therapist's office. It just,
Acting is
I
like
needed
that.
this. Thank you.
How did it feel?
Feels good. Thank you.
You got a great therapist.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, and Michelle jumped right in. The newbies did it. Okay, Cecil.
Thank
Just
you.
great work, everybody. Great work.
Thank
Any
you.
other questions or anything? Suzette, the accents, keep them coming. They're just great. You all notice how each person has their own thing.
Mhm.
And one day we'll all get the same script. And there's no competition. It's like bringing your best thing forward. We don't know what they're going to choose, but
Yeah.
every audition must be different. And this is letting you hear what the casting people are hearing. So when you know they're going to hear 50 million people saying the same thing, how are you going to stand out differently? Can I make them laugh? Where can I make them like get a little teary eyed? Where can I make them lean in? All of those things. How many emotions can I get in this little bitty copy? That type of thing. But that's it. Yes, darling, what?
I was just gonna say the same thing you said or someone said to lean into the character, because at one point I was thinking that my West Indian character was gonna come out too much, but then when you get angry and you get into the character, I literally got hot and got into the character, not thinking that any accent is coming out. You know what I mean? So that
Yeah.
was good. Yeah.
Or let me tell you another fun thing. You could be having this accent, this nice American accent all along until that truck runs over your toe. You bum clot, I don't believe you just done it. And then she just changes.
Yeah.
And then that character could be of wow, where did that
Yeah.
come from? Because she's been holding it in all of this time.
Kind of like Yolanda in the diner.
Absolutely. Well, you guys did a great job.
Oh,
When
that
you
was
go,
fun.
that was
Great
fun. When you go back to your scripts and you got plenty to choose from, start seeing what felt good tonight, what made your throat happy, and start leaning toward those scripts to bring in. Now, next time we really are going to work on some scripts, and I may do an extra class because I really want to hear what Rick has to say, and I can't wait a month. Like in the next week or two, I'm having a conversation with him tomorrow, and I'm going to see if he can just come in and talk with us.
I miss him from Clubhouse.
I do too. I told him that. I said, I miss you so much. He said, I miss you too. And I said, well, let's get together, and then I'll show you my character he came up with, and from the paper to this 3D animated character that is just unbelievable.
Wow.
And then you've got friends who are voice actors. We can create a whole scene, and get everybody. But that's that. Also, when you get a big win, I think some of you saw I have a student, Jason, who Jason is killing it. Jason got an agent. Jason got his demo reels done, and now he's booking jobs. And I was so proud of him because I remember he came in, he was like Gomer Pyle. He didn't know what end was up or anything, but he was so enthusiastic. And Jason has torn it up. So I put up things and just brag about him. And then everybody on LinkedIn in my business is going to see you. And then all of my social media, who are mostly artists and VO people and producers and stuff, they're going to see you. So when you have something, let me brag about you. I mean, yeah, I'm going to brag about my class too, but I really want to brag about you. So if you get an agent or something exciting happens, you get a chance, like you heard TJ who came in and the things that are happening with her. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate you because that helps get the word out about you too. And also remember, it's all that vibration. I am a voice actor. I am a successful voice actor. That manifestation and claiming it. I am going to make my demo reel by March. I'm going to go to, and VO Atlanta is in March, by the way. And I will be there. I'll be teaching classes and doing all, and that is a marvelous opportunity. If you want to do that, try to do it early and all of that good stuff. So this week I'm going to send you some VO Atlanta stuff. Did I put in the chat the Chaotica? It's K.
Yes.
Yes.
I did that. The Chaotica ball that comes in many different colors. And I'll put a couple of little things and send to you. Anything that you need me to send?
What
We
kind of
got real ready. Can we send it? Oh,
Wait, say that again.
I was gonna say if we
Oh,
get our reel ready, can we send it to you and
Yeah,
then have a one-on-one maybe?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
And I'm
now
happy
what kind
to
of
listen to it. Like if you're working on something and you want me to hear it, send it to me.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I wanted to know what type of travel mics people might use because I always use the one with the handle.
Uh-huh.
I always have to go around with it. So travel mics. Okay, all
I
right.
love this one. I should have a affiliate program, but
what kind is that?
it's called an a APH. No, it's called I call it a hype mic, but it's by Apogee, which is APOGEE. But it's called the hype.
Okay.
And I have the rose quartz one, the rose colored one. That's and
Tiffany, what's that?
I have the AKG. I got it earlier this summer. Somebody gifted it to me
Nice.
for my
and what
birthday.
do you have it on the arm?
I have it on the arm, but when I'm traveling, I got that Joy told me to get that little box. It's like a round version of what you have. And that way,
Yeah.
if I'm doing an audition, I just do it and I put it in the box and then it like I can do it from like a hotel room or
Oh,
whatever.
good.
Yeah, I had that shield
Nice.
that there's a little
Yeah.
crescent shield that is there you go, Suzette, exactly.
Yeah.
That's good too. I find that's hard to
I
put in.
have that one too, but I can't travel with
I
it.
can't travel with it either. And then you can always make a pillow fort. Just get those pillows off that hotel bed and put them around that desk.
I didn't think about that. I'll do that next
Yeah,
time.
we call it a pillow fort.
Right.
Yeah,
I do a lot of those.
yeah, and also an ironing board. What'd you say?
I do the same thing. Sometimes I'll even use a sweater, funny enough, or towel.
Mm-hmm. What you got, Suzette?
Around the I got this out of a house I was hired to clear out because I sell real estate in Los Angeles, and I got this thing because I knew it was for voiceover, and somehow I knew I'd be in your class, Rolonda. But
It's a sign.
but yes, but do I hang the mic right here and then find a quiet corner and talk into it like that? Is that what I do?
You could turn it the other way. Could you stick it up?
Yeah, flip it. You have
Flip
to
it
flip
upside
it.
down.
It should have a stand.
Yeah, and you see how the mic would come up in that little hole up
Yeah, there's a
there?
stand for it. I have one too. I have it behind my desktop laptop. I have it
Yeah.
behind my laptop, so to take some of the noise.
Okay.
But it seemed, yeah, I'm not
Well,
sure if it came with comes with legs or whatever. But what
Yeah,
as
it
long as
does. It comes with like a V,
Like
a
a
V
mic
shape
stand.
just stand.
stand to stand up
tripod,
on.
like a tripod kind of a thing.
Yes, right.
Or maybe do two stacks of books until you get it, just so you have some lift for the microphone to go up in.
Yes.
Tiffany, you're
Okay.
going in and out. We can't see what you were showing us.
And also, y'all, the moving blankets over your head. If you just have to sit at your desk and go like this and do it, those just a block.
Rolonda, have you heard of the program called Backstage?
I've heard of
No.
yeah, like
And is that an avenue to you? I think they have some type of subscription.
well,
Like if you,
backstage is usually where actors go to find auditions and stuff. And yes, there are voice acting opportunities there as well. And even some people are getting on Fiverr and Upwork and saying, I'm available as a voice,
Yeah.
you know.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's why it's important to be in the community because everybody's got their own little trick of the trade. And you get here a little something there, a little something here, and you never know. You never know. And everybody's writing a book, so maybe you do your friend's audio book. You do your friend's got a lawyer. Can I be the voice of your law firm? From the voice messaging to whatever else. Any, corporate, go to your office. If you're doing any corporate videos, I'd like to be the voice for that. So
Yeah,
I did it. I did it for my church. I did the voicemail for my church
yeah.
years ago, as well as for when I got laid off for the airlines. I worked for the airlines for years and got laid off and started working in retail as a customer service supervisor. And they allowed me to redo the whole voicemail system for the shopping center.
Wow.
So that was another great avenue, both of those.
Look, duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. Take that same energy and go to the next place and say the same thing. And Michelle, listen, I could listen to you read the phone book.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful melodic voice. Okay, y'all, that's enough. I'm gonna put my voice to rest. It's time to put my pajamas on. You know, I'm an early bed girl. And what a wonderful, wonderful class. Okay, everybody smile. We're gonna take our class picture now. Got them bangs? Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get the little stuff together here. Makes everybody looks beautiful. All right. Suzette, what you cooking over there?
Well, I have to pick somebody up in 15 minutes. So
okay, let's go.
I just wanted to heat up.
You're making me hungry over there, Suzette.
I know.
Some noodles and smile. You guys want some?
Yeah, something smoking.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Smile. There we go. All right, bye, y'all. See you.
Good night, everyone.
Class, Rolonda.
Love to everybody.
Bye now.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye. Take care now.
Night, John Boy. See you guys. Michelle, you having fun? Good. Bye, Suzette.
Bye, Rolonda. Take care, everybody. Thank you. Bye, y'all.